Tank Davis would knock him out within 4 rounds if they fought again.
Whoa, whoa. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, oh, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Tell me what you really, really want, baby. Let it be on now.
September 13th, right around the corner.
3 weeks away.
Man, have you bought your $10,000 ticket yet?
40,000, I think, for floor.
48,000 to be on the floor.
I'm going to call Michael B. Jordan and tell him to get me a ticket.
For $48,000?
Yeah, I want to be ringside for that.
Would you pay $48,000 to sit on the floor?
No.
You know, I don't even think that was first row. That was like 3 or 4 rows back.
That is
$48,000.
insane. I'm not sure who's going to be paying those prices. Probably nothing but celebrities.
I see the nosebleeds were like 3 or 4 grand.
Are
For
they
the
opening up
nosebleeds.
the entire stadium?
Oh, yeah, the whole thing's open. From what I can tell so
my
far.
goodness.
I was on Ticketmaster today looking up at the nosebleeds at these $3,000 nosebleed seats. That's just crazy.
I'm curious how they're doing the promotion in general. I haven't seen it being promoted at all.
I see
It's
it
going to
on
be on
social
Netflix
media.
soon.
Yeah.
Social media, yes, of course, and that is the new way
Yeah.
to promote, absolutely. But I remember for the Jake Paul fight that was on Netflix not that long ago, it was being promoted for the longest time. I mean, every time I turned to Netflix, it was the first thing that you see advertised was that fight.
Yeah, but now people know Netflix is, putting on boxing. Maybe that has something to do with it. Yeah, I haven't seen it on Netflix either.
How do you feel about boxing being on Netflix?
If it's free or $20, I'm all for it.
Well,
Right?
it's gonna be
you're
part
gonna,
of it.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get a lot more people watching.
It's going to be a
watching
part of the
boxing.
subscription, at least this one. I don't know if they're playing around with future fights, but this one's going to be a part of the subscription. I think I like it. I love it. It's making boxing more accessible for those who would typically not be watching fights
Yeah, no
because
doubt.
it's expensive. Not everybody, I know for some people, $50, $70 is not a lot, but Netflix, right? Almost everybody has Netflix. And
Yeah.
if you don't have it, then you know someone whose password, like you know someone,
Yeah, of course.
someone's account, right?
What? You know someone's password?
Someone's account for Netflix, although they are cracking down on that. It's making boxing just a lot more a bigger sport, and I love that
accessible.
for
It's more
us.
accessible to people that, like you said, typically wouldn't watch it.
Correct. I love that my dad now has the accessibility to watch it. I don't have to teach him how to do the whole pay-per-view thing, right? He just turns it on, and the fight's right there.
Yeah, it's amazing how many people they want to watch pay-per-view, but they're like, wait another 2 weeks, when it's free.
Right.
Right. Because they don't want to pay the $90, $80, $100, whatever it is. And
Correct.
yeah, it's a lot of money.
Well, and I think
Right.
it's very disappointing to pay that much. And a lot of people do parties. They do a lot of get-togethers around boxing. I mean, that's the way that I associate boxing to fun is I remember all the boxing parties that I would go to, just going over to families' houses.
Yeah, of course.
Watching it on the big screen, doing food, turning it into this big event. I would hate to do all of that as an adult with adult money and then have terrible fights that are absolutely not entertaining.
Yeah, and speaking of terrible fights, they're getting a lot of shit. They're getting a lot of shit on the undercard.
Oh, absolutely.
I've been reading for the last 2 or 3 days. Now that they're set, the undercards are set. They're getting a lot of slack.
No recognizable names. Well, I'm wondering if they spent all their money paying Canelo out or Terrence out that they don't have that much money to pay out the rest of.
No, because the
folks.
undercards typically are a tenth, a fifth of the costs compared to the main events. But no, I don't see that. It's just there's just not a lot of names that like if there was just maybe if that undercard. I mean, yeah, you got Vargas on the undercard, and there's a couple other somewhat recognizable names. But if I don't know, just a couple more big names, I think would have. Would just add to the show.
Why do you think they didn't?
They have their corral of fighters that they're trying to build. So I get that. But I'll tell you, that kind of money, to put out that kind of money, if you're there watching it live, it better be a good show.
Correct.
It better be a good
For
show.
$48,000, yeah.
No, just in general, like any seat in general. It better be a good show. And I think it's going to be bad for boxing if it's bunk.
So if you're not going to be there in person, where do you plan on watching this fight?
I'll probably get together with a lot of the fighters.
Yeah.
We'll end up watching it all together. And sometimes, with certain fights, I don't want to be in a crowd. I want to be on my television with other people in the boxing community, watching it, talking about it. Like I said, unless I'm sitting ringside and I haven't got offered a ringside seat yet, hopefully soon. But unless I'm sitting ringside, I don't think I would really go watch it.
Where did you watch the Jake Paul fight that was on Netflix?
Watched it at my house again with boxing friends, people that know boxing. Yeah.
I think that was at one of the hotels here. I don't remember if it was Fountain Blue or if it was what's that Dragon one?
The Dragon Hotel?
I think it's a Chinese hotel.
The New Orleans?
No,
on the
newer
Strip?
one. Yeah, on the Strip.
On the Strip? No,
On the north end of the Strip.
Yeah, I don't know any Dragon Hotel.
Oh my gosh, it's a Chinese one. What is it called?
I don't know
Why
if the
am I
Chinese
spacing
hotel.
out? There's a
I don't know.
hotel. There's a hotel that's the Chinese. They do the whole Chinese.
Are you drinking wine tonight?
They
What's
do
going
the
on with
I
you?
wish.
What's going
No,
on?
they do the Chinese New Year thing every year.
I don't know. You know, there's always a new hotel popping up here in Vegas.
I'm gonna think about it. It'll come back, and I'm gonna randomly say it in the middle of the interview. Just like you're gonna hear me say. Anyways, I was there, and I love it because I was at a bar in the middle of this hotel, and everybody was watching it.
Wow.
It was people that know nothing about boxing because you can hear the conversations, and it was so fun to be in that environment, to just be able. I'm like, yes, finally people understand why I love this sport so much. Yes.
You could know nothing about boxing, but you know who Mike Tyson is.
Absolutely.
You can know nothing about boxing, and a lot of people just were watching it for Jake Paul. So I get that.
Correct.
You know, this is a little different.
Yeah.
You know, this is totally different.
Huge.
You know, if you don't know boxing, you know, do you know who Canelo is? And
I think
you know,
Canelo, yeah, absolutely. I think everybody knows
maybe.
who Canelo is now. I mean, if they didn't, they will now.
Yeah.
For sure. Same with Terrence.
Yeah.
What do you think is more important for this fight? Is it more important for Terrence to win this fight, or is it more important for Canelo to win this fight?
I, again, just cannot see. I mean, I've been watching a lot. Surprisingly, a lot of people have Crawford winning, which blows me away. I'm totally blown away by it.
Yeah.
I just can't see it. I really just can't see it. I think it's just gonna end early, but that's just my thoughts, you know, and you know, anything happens in boxing, as you know. But I think he's really stepping up 2 weight classes. He's going to step up to a left hook is what he's going to step up to, I think.
Here's the thing. If Terrence wins, I think we have a really great argument that he may be like the all-time GOAT.
Oh my God, please, you cannot say that.
Absolutely.
You cannot say that.
Absolutely. I do think so. Who
Dude,
else
those words
do you
are actually
know?
coming out of your mouth
Who
right now.
else do you know besides Manny Pacquiao that has been able to move up in weight like that and actually dominated?
People over time, and Robert Guerrero. I mean, there's a lot of guys that have done it.
Okay, sure, in the past, but recent. I'm talking about these last maybe 15, 20 years in boxing.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, but I just can't see it.
Okay.
But I could definitely tell you it wouldn't make him the greatest fighter of all time. Absolutely not. Come on.
Maybe of
Muhammad Ali.
Of
I mean, just start going down
maybe
there.
of recent. You're right. I'm sorry for being younger than you, okay? Not being around for that. But if Canelo wins, then I think this is, I mean, obviously he's already really big in boxing. He's made a really big name for himself. But I think he's going to be able to beat everything that he's been hearing of him dodging, of him only going for this, you know, for the smaller names. This is going to be pretty big for him as well.
Canelo fight whoever. He said it. He will. Benavidez, people can argue, oh, he's dodging Benavidez. No, you know, the fact that he's not dodging Crawford, and he's like, yeah, let's do this. You know, it shows that he'll fight anybody. And people really thought he was dodging Benavidez. I think, to be honest with you, I think Crawford is just a tough fight, if not tougher than Benavidez for
People
him.
still think that. I'm rooting for Terrence because, again, I would love to see Terrence and Benavidez fight. That would be an epic fight.
That would be a good fight.
That would be an epic
fight.
fight.
Well, Benavidez is back in the ring, I think, in November.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
Yeah, he's back in November.
No,
There's a lot of big fights coming on in November.
Where is he going to be fighting?
I'm not sure. I just read it. I think it just came out a couple days ago.
Man.
Look into it.
He's an amazing fighter to see. Amazing.
Yeah, you know, I think that's going to be his debut in Saudi Arabia.
Ooh.
In November, just read it. So I'm excited to see.
It
how
is
that's
growing
gonna
more
turn
in
out.
Saudi, definitely. There's a lot of movement going on in boxing out there. See, this is what I mean. Boxing is spreading out, and I love this for the sport. I think it hasn't gotten enough recognition. For the longest time, it's been known as, you know, only a certain type of people watch this sport, and I don't think that. I think it's a very, very beautiful sport to watch.
You know, people all the time, they're like, hey, well, boxing just, you know, I don't watch it anymore, or it's not, you know, you don't see it as much anymore. MMA, I see more MMA. Let me tell you something. Boxing, to people out there that haven't been watching boxing, boxing is more exciting than ever.
I think it's extremely exciting.
Yeah.
Extremely exciting. If you haven't been able to go to a boxing event or even watch one, absolutely do so.
Yeah.
It's extremely, anything can happen. Anything can change. you think you have someone winning and it changes in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
You can make a name for yourself in a matter of, it only takes one fight for people to recognize you. It only takes one fight for your life to completely change. Very, very different than other sports, right? And this is a one-man team. This is you. This is, well, one man or one woman, right? A one-person team. It's all you. It's all on you. There's no team. It's all on you.
Yes, absolutely. So what else is going on? We got
Tank and Jake. Tank and Jake Paul.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I don't want to say much because he's supposed to be here in about a week and a half, and I'm not trying to get beat up by him. Tank, I love you.
It's an exhibition. It's an exhibition. Okay, that's what it is. It's an exhibition. So I hear from everybody saying, "Oh, there's a 100-pound weight difference, and there's this and there's that." It's an exhibition fight.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, explain what exactly is the purpose of an exhibition fight.
To make $100 million? I don't know. I mean, right? I mean, that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day.
That's the only thing that I see coming out of it. As I was telling you earlier, I think this is really big for Tank. You said, well, Tank already has a name for himself. Absolutely. I love Tank. I mean, he got that name for a reason. Tank is a fucking tank.
Yeah, no doubt.
He can
love
fight. He can punch. I've heard from everybody that he has fought that, man, like that's a really, really, really hard opponent. His punches hurt big time. But I think this is going to take him even bigger, right? Jake Paul has a huge following. What he's doing with MVP is absolutely huge for the sport as well, which I love, by the way. He's doing so many great things for the sport. And I think he's going to make an even bigger name for himself as well.
Yeah, you know what I'm worried about more so is because of that big weight difference.
Huge. It's almost 100 pounds.
I mean, what if it is obvious that they're not really exchanging blows? Then it's just going to look,
no, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, we're thinking about that, right? Because they're, I mean, Tank could get hurt. Like if they're really in there exchanging, I mean, there's a 100-pound difference. Not 100, 80-pound difference. Like if you were watching it looked like it was staged. Yeah. Right? Then what are you really going to think of the sport going forward?
But look at WWE.
That's different. People know that's fake.
Do not use the word fake around.
That is totally fake.
WWE has a huge following. You cannot use the word fake in the same sentence. Okay.
All right, people know that it's not real.
WWE is not fake. It is very real. Yes, it's staged. Yes, the storylines.
Yeah, it's fake. It's
the
staged.
storylines are staged, but it's not fake. I mean, it still takes a whole lot of physique. Listen,
do you still believe there's Santa Claus?
Santa Claus is not real? This is not the way I wanted to find out.
It's fake.
Anyways, back to WWE. One bad mistake, and they really could get injured.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But it's still fake. It's still staged.
I don't see Jake Paul getting injured, but Tank could be badly injured.
Yeah,
and what does that mean for his career?
I don't know. $100 million is
or
probably
the
going to be his
opposite.
biggest
What if he
payday.
does whoop ass? What if he does whoop Jake Paul's ass?
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I just can't see it happening.
Where
you know what I see it? I don't know. It's just a weird matchup. You know what I think would make it interesting?
It's like a 2 feet difference.
If Jake Paul dressed like the Russian on Rocky, right? He
I could see that.
Ivan Drago, and he's
I
like,
could see
I
that.
must break you. Like if there was like some type of show like that, maybe it'd be a little bit more exciting. But it's gonna feel to me it may look staged, and I hope it doesn't happen.
And that's not gonna make it look less staged.
I'm just saying. I'm excited to watch it. I am.
Okay.
Because love Jake Paul, huge Tank Davis fan.
Yeah.
Love Tank.
Love Tank.
I'm interested in seeing how it's going to play out.
You're still going to watch it.
I'm still going to watch it. Yeah, I'll absolutely watch it.
Absolutely.
But there are some things that concern me. Concern a lot of people. I think Eddie Hearns mentioned it too. Hey, well, what if he gets hurt?
Exactly.
Right?
My point. Exactly my point.
And then what happens? Because I really want to see him back in the ring with Lamont Roach.
I'm still very disappointed that hasn't happened. Yeah. I'm very concerned that he may not be back in the ring.
Yeah, he'll be back in the ring. Eddie Hearns says he's at the end of it. Eddie Hearns says, yeah, he's not taking it serious anymore. Is he really in the game? He's in the game. Tank, you're not going anywhere, dude. There's too many people that love you. There's too many people that want to see you back in the ring. Get over this thing that you got to do with Jake Paul. Get it out of your system, collect your check, but get back in the ring and show Lamont Roach what you're really about. Because that shit was a fluke. You know it. I know it. America knows it. That was a fluke.
That fight was beautiful, though. That fight was absolutely
but it was a
entertaining.
fluke. That was not Tank Davis.
Correct, but that is boxing, right?
Anything can happen.
You
could have an off night.
Correct. This is why I want him back, right? For the sake of boxing as well, which is I think another reason that I wasn't too much of a fan of this fight with Jake Paul. Again, going back to my love for boxing, I'm not entirely sure how serious people are going to take boxing with more of these fights happening.
Oh, well, like I said, let's see how it plays out. As long as it doesn't look staged, then we'll see.
What did you think the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight looked staged?
Totally staged. I don't know. Let me take that back. It didn't look staged, but it looks like, to me, Tyson wasn't throwing his signature punches like I thought he could. Age had a lot of difference. No, it didn't look staged, but, I'm in boxing. This is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
Right? So I can see things that the public couldn't see.
Sure.
Right? So I think that Mike Tyson held back. Why? Contract reasons, whatever. I don't know.
Age.
Age. There's a number of different things, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed that fight. I mean, but again, I'm a boxing fan. I love watching boxing. But a lot of people did say, it was kind of bunk. Tyson really, he looked good during training. Hitting the mitts on social media. Oh, he's going to come in there and kick ass, right? And that didn't happen, which is unfortunate, but no, I watched it. It was good. It didn't look staged to me.
Did you watch? Man, Jake Paul is a genius.
A marketing genius. He's a marketing genius. No
This
doubt.
man does it all. Did you see the new video that he came out
No.
that he dropped on his social media of how he picked Gervonta?
No, I didn't.
Oh my
There's so much
gosh.
stuff going on right now on
You need to
social
watch
media.
it. It's like
What is it?
it's the most hilarious clip. He did it. Have you ever been to the Mob Museum at all?
Oh yeah,
The Mob
here in
Museum.
Vegas.
Yeah. Do you know when you enter? As soon as you enter the Mob Museum, which by the way, if you guys haven't been there, you absolutely have to go. You could spend hours in there. But as soon as you enter, there's like a mugshot room where you could take a picture as if you're in jail taking your mugshot, right? And that's the way he did it. He lined up 4 guys that looked like these other fighters. I don't remember who was on there. There was 2 other fighters. Tank was, I think, like the 3rd one on this random short, very short. I don't want to use the word. What do we call them now? Vertically challenged.
Midgets?
I don't
There were more midgets? You went to a midget room?
A
Where
little
was it?
person. It was a little person. It was a little person.
All right, no more midgets. Will you stop talking about midgets?
It was a little
All right, you're
person.
going to get us kicked off the show.
That was
Our sponsors
jumping-
are going to drop us if you keep talking about midgets.
that was jumping up and down saying, pick me, pick me. And that was supposed to be the way that he picked Gervonta.
Okay, hold on. I don't understand. Hold on. I don't get...
He was...
Through midgets?
No.
Oh, okay.
You need to watch the video, man.
Okay, I'll watch the video.
It is absolutely it caught my attention. It was beautiful. That man's a marketing
Yeah,
genius.
he really is,
He
isn't
really
he?
is doing a great, great job marketing this event. Clearly, we're talking about it. Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. It's funny, though.
You know what else?
What's that?
Actually, nobody's talking about this, at least not that I've heard recently. It's probably going to be talked about soon. I just saw that it's confirmed that Manny Pacquiao is going to be making a return, supposedly, before the end of the year, by December.
Oh, man. I wonder who it's going to be. Please don't tell me it's Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia does not deserve to be in the ring with Pacquiao.
With Manny Pacquiao.
I
Who would
don't
you
know.
want to see against him? Is anybody deserving to be in the ring with Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know. There's so many different, options out there that I like to see other than, Garcia. To be honest with you, I think he'd knock Garcia out.
Yeah. I don't know.
To me personally, I'd like to see him fight Rolly.
He's been in.
I'd like to.
Okay.
If you were to ask me.
Okay. Ryan Garcia has been hitting the gym a lot, though. I've been seeing him being in the gym.
He
a
has
lot.
one. His left hook. What else does he have? Right. That
jawline.
And the and the hair. He has
Sharp.
cool hair. All right, that's
Sharp
all you got,
jawline.
dude. You got cool hair. What else do you got? A left hook and cool hair.
Yeah.
And now everyone's seen every flaw in the book that you have, and they take advantage of it. I just can't see him, doing anything.
So you said Rolly, Ryan.
I'd watch Rolly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, who
I'd
else
see
would
that.
you want? An actual fight that he can.
Okay,
like,
we
it'll be
were
entertaining.
making fun the other day. By the way, we got some not bad comments, but we got some comments from some of our viewers because I called Pacquiao and Mayweather senior citizens. I apologize that they're old, right? but yeah, come to think of it, I would probably watch that.
Mayweather and Pacquiao?
I would probably watch
Oh,
that.
I would love that. And I could imagine the posters already. I would love one of those like vintage posters. Yes, I use the word
Vintage poster?
Yes, I use the word vintage, okay? I would love to have one of those posters just to have up in my room or somewhere in my garage or whatnot. That would be absolutely
You still have
epic.
posters in your room?
No, but I would love one. If I had one, I would
New Kids
have
on the Block. You have
one.
New Kids on the Block. Put
No, I used to
next to your New Kids on the Block poster.
I used to have Backstreet Boys, which I'm still very upset that I didn't make it to their show. But they're coming back also at the end of December, by the way.
That's
That would be a
funny.
great birthday gift.
Yeah, but Mayweather. I can see Mayweather. I mean, I would watch it.
I would absolutely watch it.
Yeah. I would actually
where
watch
has
that
he
first
been?
before.
Where has Mayweather been?
I don't know. You know, he was actually just talking about. He dropped. Who was it? Carmel. Yeah, he dropped Carmel's name, saying he would be a good fight for Roach. I mean, that's the last thing I've kind of heard about him.
For Tank Roach? For Roach?
Roach, Carmel.
Oh,
You
so
know?
not in another card versus Tank Roach, actually fighting.
Oh
Roach.
yeah. He's saying that that would be a good fight. He would love to arrange it. But I don't know. I mean, I think Carmel is just way too.
He's so young. He doesn't have that long of, what is it, 8 fights, 9 fights?
8 fights. But more important, I mean, that's how you damage someone's career. You know. Now if he was like, look at how old is he right now? He's young. But look at Canelo when Canelo got in the ring with Mayweather. He was 20 years old.
Very young.
Right. Yeah, he had more fights, but this is totally different. You know, this guy has 8 fights, and and I don't know. It's just.
I think Mayweather is a genius, a boxing genius. I don't think he would just lightly drop that name if he didn't think he was prepared.
He's a prospect.
I just don't think he would drop that name if he didn't think he was prepared. He
know.
must see something in that.
No,
kid.
we all see it in him.
Okay.
I mean, everybody sees it, but really, he hasn't been tested.
Okay.
Right? If you go and look at who he's fought, he really has not been tested.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
So you got to gradually take a fighter up. You know, you said it the other day. Boxing is 80%. Mental.
Mm-hmm.
What does that do to you if you lose this earlier in your career and you're stepping up? So I'm shocked that Mayweather would even discuss something like that. As a manager and promoter and building a fighter, you're investing. You're invested in a fighter, and you got to be smart about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that Mayweather's not smart about it, because I think Carmel's very. He's very focused fighter. Has a high IQ.
He's surrounded by a lot of really great people too.
Yeah, but so what? You're talking about really stepping it up.
Yeah. So who would you like to see him against?
I think he should be honest with you. Like when you're building most fighters, before you really start putting a fighter into big fights, say he'd have 12, 13, 14 fights under their belt.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly test these fighters.
Okay.
You just don't throw them out there and cross your fingers.
So if Tank Roach rematch doesn't happen, who would you like to see Roach go against?
I think Roach, I just never put a lot of emphasis on Roach. I never thought he would. That's why I was so shocked against him fighting Tank, and just, he had a great performance, but that wasn't Tank Davis, like I said. So, I mean, Roach, I'm not a big fan of his.
I don't think anybody saw that coming, but let me tell you,
not at all.
and I've said it before, I think I've said it a few times, he gained me as a huge follower. Just to go that far against
Tank Davis would knock him out within 4 rounds if they fought again. No doubt.
Oh my gosh.
Tank would come back entirely different. That was not Tank Davis.
Absolutely
I've sat in
not.
camps with Tank Davis. That is not Tank Davis.
Okay, but I'm not talking about him right now. I'm talking about Roach.
I'm just saying in general that
The
fight.
fact that this man lasted that long against Tank, huge, right?
A lot of other fights I'd like to see. Other than Roach with someone else besides Tank. Who else would I like to see right now? I want to see Pitbull back in the. We just talked about him recently.
Yeah.
I know there's Andy Ruiz is talking about coming back. Yeah, after he hurt his hand, he's coming back. He just worked. I think he's back with his old coach Manny Robles. So I'm excited about that. Wilder, he's supposed to be stepping back in the ring, or he's talking about it. I don't know about that. He's kind of washed up. I don't say washed up, but it's questionable.
And there's also these other fights happening now that same week of Canelo. I think we have a fight coming up, a whole event coming. It's like fight week, right? We have that boxing convention, I think. There's also some events going on at the Fountain Blue that week as well, which I'm excited to see. There's some names on there that I recognize.
There's some fights in the UK, some big fights in the UK.
Yeah, it's a growing sport out there as well. It's really growing. It's happening. There's a boxing convention going on in China, I think, next week.
Wow.
Did you hear about that?
I don't know.
I think it's
in China?
happening in China next week. Yeah, I think in Shanghai next week.
One of our sanctioning bodies, like the WBC,
I think it's the
WBA?
WBC. Yeah, I don't know if it's the WBC or the WBA. It might be the WBC.
Oh.
It's going to be out in China next week, the convention. So I'm like, the fact that this is a universal sport, and I love that. It's not like soccer where it's associated to just certain regions of the world. It's not, like American football. This is boxing, and obviously every country has, different ways to go about it, but boxing is the same language everywhere.
Hey, you know what? Like I said, if you haven't watched boxing for a while, tune into the next fight. It's exciting. It really is. There's so much exciting stuff going on in the sport. You know what? Really, honestly, we're dropping big names, right? We're dropping Tank. We're dropping all these big names. You know what? These prospects, I love watching prospects.
Mm-hmm. They give it their all.
Yeah. Go on to DAZN or one of the streaming sites and sign up and start watching the fights. Watch Pro Box. Go to Pro Box TV.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched any Pro Box TV? Those are to me probably some of the best fights out there, because it's like 50-50, right? There's no.
It could go either way.
Well, because with Pro Box, there's no building fighters. These guys aren't there trying to build fighters. They're trying to make good fights.
Right.
Right. The two best people they can find in the ring throwing down. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Box Lab is another one. Oh, amazing fights.
I just
amazing
saw some
fights.
on there today. Yeah.
And they're more consistent, than some of the larger promoters that are, every 2 or 3 months or every so often you'll get a fight. These guys have fights going on, it seems like weekly.
It's funny because some people, I'm a therapist, and some people who do their notes, some of my colleagues that do their notes, nobody wants to do their notes at the end of the day. They'll put like relaxing music on, something to help them focus. I have boxing going on in the background.
Yeah, boxing going on in the
background so that it helps me focus. It's my thing. So it could be relaxing too. It's therapeutic.
Nice. So, a lot of boxing going on. Tune in.
There is. I'm very, very excited. I'm really excited to see who's going to be in town coming September, which is going to be already real soon. We're not too far away from that. I'm excited the celebrities that we're going to see. I'm excited the people. I mean, Mexican Independence Weekend is the biggest weekend, the highest grossing revenue weekend of the year in Las Vegas. It's also really, really exciting just to see all the concerts that happen that weekend, all the people, the celebrities from those concerts attend the boxing event. Yeah. So I'm really, really excited for what that's going to
Monday
do
Night
for
Football,
the city as well.
Monday Night Football.
The Raiders
and the Chargers happening
so
that following Monday.
I love it. This is why I love living here. I absolutely love living in the boxing capital of the world.
Yeah, of course.
There's always something going on. I'm really, really excited. I'm telling you, this is my favorite weekend out of the entire year here in Las Vegas. I make sure that I'm not out of town. I make sure that I'm here. Make no plans. Sorry, I can't. I'm going to be doing something with boxing related. I'm extremely, extremely excited. And to be able to have a platform to talk about is so amazing. Let me just tell you, thank you for allowing me to have this platform to talk about it, because I feel like nobody understands my love of boxing except for, everyone here who comments and engages.
Yeah. Hey, so by the way, if you haven't tuned in to our channel, you have to tune in, because we just had some great interviews.
Amazing.
You want to check those out. We had Blaze Rosselli, he was on a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Mendoza was talking about how he should be in the ring.
That was a spicy interview.
Right, instead of Keith Thurman, right, that he deserves that shot. Mm-hmm. That was a great interview. We just interviewed rising star Angel Barrientos.
Yeah.
That was a great interview. Supermodel, ranked 10th now on the WBA. Mm-hmm. He's looking for a fight with Inoue or anybody for him to continue to rise. Mm-hmm. So thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And hop onto the channel. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos. We really do appreciate it. We'd love to be able to give you more content.
Yeah, and we read all the comments as well, so continue to comment.
Whoa, whoa, ooh, yeah.